about the goat that ran into my compound. At a time when one goat is as expensive as, let's say, between 80,000 to 100 and something thousand, depending on the size and where you buy. God blessed me with a goat running into my compound. But then again, I felt some type of way, and I had to let the goat go. 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, it's a time for mind, body, and soul. Do you even remember to eat food? I've had a lot of people say, what's the time? I never thought today. Well, in 2025, part of the things that you should be prioritizing is making your medicine your food and your food your medicine. So we'll talk about that, and that'll be all on the sunny side today. Having said that, let us dive right into our first conversation, shall we?
Port Harcourt, it's time once again for the verbal contest.
Everyone seems to blame poverty for their bad choices, which translates to actions that cost them their lives in most cases. Similarly, people do not learn from the mistake of others or their past mistakes. You are with an abusive partner. Let's assume that the first time was a mistake. Guess what? You move into another abusive relationship, right? Or you go back to the abuser, and you know, people try to warn you, and you say, don't worry, this person will change and all of that. I'm starting with things that we can relate to. And at the end of the day, someone says, it's poverty, it's hardship. If not, I mean, nobody in their right senses or nobody in a right frame of mind will go back and do the same thing. Or maybe it's not your mistake, but you have read about the mistakes of other people and how it cost them a lot, and you go and do it. You see a video of someone who probably did something near gas, or someone who did one electrical stuff they're not supposed to do, and they died in the process. You watch the video. As a matter of fact, you helped circulate. In short, you are one of those people that were doing forward. You even sent to your parents and your grandparents. And the old people, very good at sharing things without verification, shared it. And then tomorrow, you will still go and take calls in a filling station. You will still go and take calls near gas. You will still go and do this near electricity and all of that. How else do you explain people going to scoop fuel from a fallen petrol tanker days after over 100 people died while doing so? So I came across this report on the Guardian, by the way. In a race against potential disaster, operatives of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, worked tirelessly to disperse a crowd of youths scooping fuel from an overturned tanker at Mile 6 Market in Jalingo, the capital of Taraba State. The tanker accident occurred around 11:45 a.m. at Mile 6 roundabout near the bustling market, drawing a large number of youths armed with cans and buckets to collect leaking fuel, despite the evident danger. Some individuals, as noticed by the state correspondent, even went as far as positioning large drums near the tanker in an attempt to store the fuel before security personnel eventually intervened. The accident comes on the heels of several recent tanker explosions in Niger State that claimed multiple lives. Now, determined to prevent a similar catastrophe, the NSCDC officers at the time of that report moved swiftly to the scene to secure the scene and prevent further reckless behavior. Now, market traders, fearing a potential explosion, those ones tried to have sense, quickly shut down their shops and fled the area. Many, however, ignored the danger, taking advantage of the situation to collect fuel before security people arrived. So, ladies and gentlemen, if the security people had not arrived, it only means that they would have still been there. And guess what? When the explosion does happen, more lives will be lost. You watched it on this TV station, you watched it on that TV station, you listened on the radio set, you read in one blog, you read in one newspaper, you were even gisting about it. Ha! Omo! If you see what happen to other people, hey! If you see the body, dead body full everywhere. Chai! See as human being be like suya. Children, youth, mama, papa, all of them born like this. So this is so say the couple them for inside mass grave. Hey! Now wow, people they die oh. This the apple. Ha, man, everybody careful. You had a like you guys you sat among yourselves, you talked about it. Somebody told somebody that told somebody that told somebody. And let's say okay, it's not recent, but you know what happens when tanker overturns and they spill the content. You know not to go in there. I mean, I saw a lot of PSA lately. I saw one from one of our TV stations stating exactly not to do this. And then people, after hearing and seeing and listening or whatever it is, went ahead to do it. So let's assume there was another explosion. More people will die. Why are people prone to repeating costly mistakes? What is it about us? Sometimes we have experienced it before. Yet, we go through that route. Sometimes we did not experience it. But we know people who have experienced it. Maybe they survived to tell the story. Maybe they did not. But it's a pointer to the dangers associated with certain actions. And then we go ahead and do it. What is it about us and repeating costly mistakes? That's question number one. Question number two, poverty, economic hardship. You can't blame them. No, you can't blame them. Everywhere hard. Country hard. You know how much they buy fuel? Well, it didn't start today. People going to scoop fuel from falling tankers started long before now, when we were still buying fuel at 87 naira per liter years ago. So then now, let's not try to make that comparison. But if you want to, it's fine and good. Fuel is expensive now. From 990, we're happy. Now it's back to 1,020 naira. Hardship everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Not a problem at all. But when people experience economic hardship for so long, please, I'd like to know, is it capable of making them lose their sense of right reasoning? Or is it supposed to make them think more in the right direction? I mean, you cannot be faced with two problems at the same time. Economic hardship and not thinking right. The economic hardship is maybe some way, somehow, supposed to propel you to think deep, be more creative, think more on the advantage than the disadvantages of things. Let's talk. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number remains 0809 030 6416. Again, WhatsApp and Telegram number 0809 030 6416. On X, we're at Nigeria Info page, like I said, and Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Do well to turn down the volume of your radio set as you call. Please be audible so we can hear you, and of course, straight to the point will do a lot of us good. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Okonkwo from Oluokuta.
Okonkwo, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yes. My sister, why people do that? They don't learn from the tragedies that others pass through. Many have their businesses and establish their businesses. But today there is no constant life for them to run their business. Today fuel and diesel have gone high, and they don't have money to buy and run their businesses. I know, I'm aware, because you're a journalist, that you hear as people kill themselves every day because they have understood that no hope in any form. People are jobless, and government from national to local government cannot provide jobs because there are no more industries here. Let me tell you that there are people, thousands or millions, that have not eaten since yesterday till now, and they don't have a hope. They don't have hope on how they will eat throughout them. The hardship and the suffering and poverty are much here. So that is why some persons, even when they see the others that as a result of bunkering business, they will still go because they're looking for the means to eat. So the whole blame is on the government that is not able to provide jobs for the citizens of the country. Thank you.
The whole blame is on the government that is not able to provide jobs for the citizens of the country. Do you agree? I will have a conversation next week. And that conversation is centered on whether or not jobs are indeed not available or people are just reluctant to work. Call it laziness, if you may. So the government does not provide jobs for you. No problem. Think not what the government can do for you, but think rather of what you can do for the government. That is what some people will say. It's not easy, right? But if the government tell you to go and put yourself in danger, put yourself in harm's way, I'm just saying. I said before you this day, life and death. At the end of the day, choose life that you may live. The situation may not be, as expected, but you have the right to choose life for yourself, regardless. Why the other option? Again, why are people prone to repeating costly mistakes? 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number remains 0809 030 6416. Justice Ori News on Facebook says people's state of mind and situations when such actions happen, prompting the mistake to be repeated, should be checked. Not be everybody normal. Nigeria Info, good afternoon. I will let you know. My brother, can you hear me?
Afternoon, Mega.
I will let you go so you call back. There's a beeping sound coming from your end and it's really distracting. So do well to call back. Thank you very much. Nigerian, good afternoon to you and welcome. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, I don't know what's happening. So sorry about that. Nigerian, good afternoon to you and welcome. I'm having a lot of dropped call scenarios, so I would like to plead with you to explore other channels to reach us. We still have the WhatsApp number, we still have the Telegram number, and of course we have X and Facebook as well. So if you try to reach us via the phone lines and you're unable to, how about you send a message? I'll gladly read them in course of the conversation. Nigerian, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Oh,
Hi.
yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I'm calling from Ubima community in Ikuru local government area of River State.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you. I'm enjoying your program. Yes, there is an issue I want to drop with you now. You see, in everything that happens, we give thanks to God. Taking.
Can you hear me?
How do we marry it to this particular issue you are talking about now? Then the country is hard, and people are roasting in active abject poverty. Some people are mortally rich, and yet the common people, there are people who go and scope the fuel. Maybe when tankers fall, they will die. And there are people who go and succeed and then sell their fuel. And we are only looking at the people who died. What about the tanker drivers who are reckless? So the issue and the radio now, people went one-sided. So this thing would have been a general advice. Like in Ubima community, about 1 or 2 years ago, 2 tankers, the police, our local vigilante, who call us back, they gathered there, even machine cannot pass. People are not collecting the fuel. These are just steps to follow to ensure that this thing is not didn't occur. So I am happy. People are bringing up certain issues. Look at people, military men who are paid. They enter plane to cause that is take a suicide mission, and people die, and everywhere is silent. So I don't know. This Nigeria should.
Hello, sir. Hello.
I know that normally is youth.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Children
Hello,
whatever.
can you hear me?
But
Can you hear me?
anything that happens,
Hello.
we will thank God for it.
Hello. So your point exactly
very
is we should not focus on the people that went to scoop fuel and died. We should focus on those who went to scoop fuel too and succeeded.
So
And the
whatever
bad-
you're saying now, I'll open my radio so that I hear you. Because
I'm not sure you're ready to have a conversation with me. I don't understand. I think that's how best I can express how I feel now. Why am I not talking about the people that succeeded in scooping fuel, hardship in the country and everything? There's a danger. There's obvious danger. We've talked about this several times. Yes, the car may have, the vehicle may not have been in a good condition. The driver may not have been focusing on his job of driving the vehicle. But you as an individual owe it to yourself to choose life, to look out for yourself. Being fully aware of the dangers that are imminent when you choose to go and do certain things, and then you go ahead and do it. What does that make you? I beg to ask, why this mistake, someone made it on your behalf how many days ago? Let's assume you were not aware, but someone may or may not have paid the price for it. It's just like someone who's been with an abuser. You don't have to be Osinachi. You don't have to be one of the several women who have lost their lives being with abusive partners. You are fully aware that some of these abusers are repeats. So it happened to woman A, it will happen to woman B, it will happen to woman C. And then you still go ahead and end up with this person. What does that make you? It will change in your own time. Okay, when you go and scoop the fuel now, all of a sudden, that thing that makes it explode will not be there anymore. You will be so careful that it will not explode when you go and scoop your own. Israel Matthew, welcome.
Didi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Israel.
Didi? Hello?
I'm with you.
What you are talking about, when the petrol tank fall and people are running up and down, they don't mind whatever happens to them. It's because of the hardship, because Nigeria is not Ghanaians. Every dollar, the people who lost their lives because of how to survive. I'm telling you as an example. In Ubibu, when there was the army and this, people were innocent, were killed, people like were arrested. So Nigerian life is not valid because government doesn't value the people that rule. And anybody can do everything to survive because of the action.
Israel, if government, okay, let's assume government does not value your life. If government does not value your life, don't you value your own life?
In fact, what is the life of Nigeria here? We are suffering a lot. So many people are billionaires, trillionaires. Some people cannot even have 1,000 naira to feed in a day.
So then that justifies repeating a mistake.
It is not that nobody should not value his life. Just like somebody that climbed a palm tree. And they cut the palm tree. Even if 10 person fall, other people will still climb up.
Will still climb up. Okay. Justice from Wimpy. Welcome to the sunny side.
My sister Dennis, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother Justice.
Yes, Justice Zori. I'm at Wimpy right now.
I already said so. Go ahead.
Let me start by condemning those people that go to scoop fuel during tanker fault. You are seeing that your life is at stake, but because you think the economy is hard, you want to kill yourself by yourself. Don't you know that going to scoop fuel when tanker fall is a death trap? I am condemning it, so people should run away from it. It is very sad that even when you see number of people that have died as a result of that incident, you still go to do it. Please, let's always be mindful that life has no duplicate. And secondly, on the issue on grant, why people repeat most costly mistakes. I said it just like the first message I sent. We should also check people's state of mind, their situations, what they are going through, that prompt them to repeat such issues. It is possible those mistakes are repeated unknowingly. It is possible they are not feeling fine.
Okay.
It is possible they are going through a lot. So when people repeat costly mistakes, we should not condemn them. We should not kill them. But let's look at the root cause of the matter. What is the situation? What was the person thinking?
Okay.
Like yesterday, I saw somebody crossing the road. When the person realized that he is on the middle of the road and that the car is close to him, that is something bad would have happened. She's on the road, but she's thinking another thing. That is that costly mistake. I also repeated too.
Okay, the passing state of mind. JJ is calling from Port Harcourt town. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
Didi,
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, JJ.
Yeah, Didi, let me tell you. It's not about hardship. It's about pure wickedness from the people. Okay, you are under hardship, right? and you are now praying that another person will make it spoil so that your own go better. Does it make any sense to you? The man who owned that thing you're going to school, even though it's wasted or something, also is in pain. It's not like he has more. He's doing business to get this. I tell you this scenario. There was a time in Port Harcourt here, one of the villages in Port Harcourt here, some time ago. A guy is driving, or was driving a truckload of cement, and the truck broke down somewhere along the east-west road. The guy was mechanic to help him fix the truck so that he can move further to get the truck to the end. Did he know what happened?
I don't know.
Before this guy looked for mechanics, came back, he met an empty truck. People sweep on that cement and just cut everything away. It's not like the truck somersault or, the truck just break down. That is what. So sometimes ago, around in a cow.
JJ, your line is breaking. Can you still hear me?
Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. He said a truck hit cow. That cow died. And the boys that are following the cow, one was to position there, the other one went to Benin to meet the owner of the cow to explain what happened. Do you know this guy came back from Benin? Villagers, they see that cow that died, pushed it, and took all the cow houses. That.
So, wickedness it is. Wicked. It's pure wickedness. Say your own spoiler. How did he put it? I saw a video of someone going to steal, some warehouses where you have bags of grains. And some people, it was an organized crime. That video circulated. I don't know if you saw it. So while they were going to steal from one of the bags, the other bags fell on them. Someone was able to escape, or some people were able to escape. However, the bag fell on some of them. I'm not sure whether they made it out alive, but there is the danger of going to steal from a warehouse that has bags of grains, right? Guess what? Tomorrow someone else will go and steal. News stories about people who have tried to go and steal from transformers and they died in the process. Guess what? Tomorrow, another person will still go and try to steal from a transformer. I don't think I'll call it a costly crime. But there is that habit. There is that repetition. People don't seem to learn. Why? You get to go from Aba. Welcome to the sunny side.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Joai calling from Aba.
Joai, welcome.
The topic today is Dennis. Life is a force. And somewhere it says that other millionaires. Some people go into gambling. They have ruined their lives because of gambling. But some people are not wise enough to take the most responsible risk against government. Like in Western countries and Europe, changes through peaceful protests. When you look at something like Martin Luther Jr., he had a crowd he was gathering against so many policies against the poor man. And the poor man doesn't want to live himself. He will lose your life according to Jesus Christ. People are suffering. Many of them cannot eat. But I'm going to sleep. People tell you how to quit. The police arrest you and take you to bed. You will come. They would not. They would rather go and sleep well and die off there.
Thank you so much, Joai. Denise, we have Maribond Industries owned by River State government, and I asked why are they not working? So the government should be blamed for the unemployment, not laziness. Moses from Port Harcourt. Good afternoon, Didi. Risk is a part of life. No, there is a risk and there is a mistake. If you want to survive or live well, you must take risks. However, engaging in risks that rely on someone else's caution, like siphoning fuel from a falling tanker, which attracts all sorts of people, including smokers, is sheer stupidity. Ben Cherished from Iwofe. This other one says, Didi, as you were talking about this, my friend called OK was just passing here. Poverty restructures your brain, your character. In fact, what do you think that made government to use poverty as a tool to deceive the citizens during election? Because a man in poverty can't think straight, rather to survive is all in his thought. Government, poverty, and all die mentally is the reason why people endanger their lives skipping fuel from falling tankers. Nothing you fit tell me. They scoop it to sell and buy food for their family. Didi, you know how much you spend in the market. It is crazy to the pocket. Remember, you receive salary. What about those without salary? A man picked a week-old chick that died from a gutter. When I asked him, he said he will use it to prepare food for his children. I almost vomited. There is no value of life lesson a poverty-revamped man will learn from such incident. Michael Newmont sent that. Sorry for the long message. I could even write more. Now, this other message says, Denise, are you telling us because plane crashed yesterday, people should not fly again? Or because a vehicle had an accident and people died, so people should not travel again? We act according to what the economy throws at us. Life must continue. Godfrey from LLM. I'm sorry I can't take any more calls as we have to go on the news break shortly. Let me try and read as many messages as I possibly can. Good afternoon. People just like to try their luck. Reminds me of try your luck here. How many people have used try your luck to lose money and they are still going to put money again? Humans will be humans. Most people really don't hear and would rather not learn from bad events. And I think this is more than just poverty. My name is Beryl from Rumibo. I think this is more than just poverty. People just like to try your luck. Or their luck in this case. You owe it to yourself and your family to look out for yourself. I'm no saint, but trust me, I don't need to do certain things because I feel like some people have already gone ahead to make the mistake on my behalf. My duty is to learn from those mistakes and make better choices. My life is valuable to me. And I think your life should be valuable to you as well. So valuable that for every time you want to take an action, you think on how it impacts on your overall being, and then you choose wisely. Everyone may want to apportion blames, but at the end of the day, you owe it to yourself to choose rightly. My name is Denise Deniswell. Thank you so much for this conversation. Up next is Trending Stories, and thereafter, the sunny side continues. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.